In this video, we're going to talk about the performance profile, which is a psychological, physiological, and a skill development tool that you can use as individuals or you can use as organizations, teams across sport, business, and or in life. So how the model works. So step 1 of 3, we write out and construct the attributes that we want to work on going forward towards our goals. So what I'm going to do is on the topic of well-being, and I'm going to use the 5 pillars constructs, if you like, attributes of the Wellbeing Made Easy philosophy and model. So, name, topic, well-being, today's date, 1st of September 2024. So then we've identified the constructs and attributes. We're going to list them down the left-hand side of the profile. So the first one is we're going to relax. And then we're going to then go into some good quality sleep. We're going to get up the next day. And then we're going to move. Once we've been moving, we're going to come back and then we are going to be eating. And then the final thing we're going to do is we're going to focus on connecting with self and connecting with others. So connect. So once we've got them labels, now the key here is on the constructs, the labels. We don't want too many. I would say sort of 5 to 10 maximum, because the more you get down the left-hand side, it gets a little bit more complex and it starts going the other way. You don't feel like you're making as much progress as you need to, as you want to. So that's the first step. You've done your initial brainstorm, your brain dump. You've identified the areas of the new skill or the habit. It could be learn a language. It could be learn a new skill. It could play an instrument. It could make more money, set up a business, get healthier, lose weight, get stronger, get fitter, get faster, prioritize your sleep. You can use it as an individual or you can use it as a team, as collective. And all you would do with a sports team or an organization, you would list either the attributes of the thing you wanted to develop and improve, or you could place the individuals' names down and you could do a rating and a scaling and you could work it from there. So that leads me on to step 2. So step 2 of 3. So once we've got the constructs listed down there, we're then going to, probably in a different colour pen, we're then going to get a starting state of a score. Now across the top, you've got number 1 all the way up to 10. 1 is low, 10 is high. And we score in each of these attributes to get an initial start state of where we are on the profile, so we can see where the gap is and where the weakest area is, so we can then go into step 3 to then move forward and develop and prioritize that area in that week. So this is how it works. So sleep, I'm just going to make these numbers up for now. So I'll just show you how the profile works. Let's just keep it easy. You can put a cross or shade it in. It's entirely up to yourselves. I'm just going to make this up just for time. You can shade this in or you can cross it. And then you can see there on the profile tool, and then what you can see there is an obvious gap of the lowest number, of the lowest attribute, which is the connect and the relax box there, as you can see. Okay, you can see score 1, 2 on the sleep, 2 on the move, 3 on the eat, and 1 on the connect. So then you would then take this initial score and then take it into step 3 to move it forward. So step 3. So step 3, I've then got another pen, making progress pen. You don't need to have a different color. So then what we've got here, we're going to look at this tool each week, ideally before the next week ahead, ideally on a Sunday. Will work best because we work Monday to Friday or Monday to Sunday in our minds. So we can look at this prioritization tool, and that's what it is really, a psychological prioritization tool, so we can focus on the area. It's channeling our efforts. So now, so I want to, for an example, I'm going to work on relaxing more, which is going to enhance my sleep, which is going to help knock-on effect to help me move better in the morning, think clearly, because I'm having a better sleep, I'm relaxed more, I'm not having a disturbed sleep, I'm not moving or not moving at all, because I can't be bothered, I'm too tired, and then that's having a knock-on effect because my mood, etc., which is going to knock-on effect my eat. So I'm going to connect as well, and the connection is connect with self, be in tune with ourselves. That could be a number of ways. You could be meditating, it could be journaling, it could be whatever it is. I know it's a little bit deep, but we want to be connecting with ourselves, being attuned to our mind and body, and be very consciously aware of what we're doing, what we're saying, thinking clearly, making decisions, etc., etc., etc. And then also connecting with other people. Okay, so we need to be reaching out, if that's in work or if you're socializing or if it's your family, we want to be reaching out to get that box ticked to make us feel good, feel loved, feel empowered, etc., etc. So that whole connection piece. So what I'm going to focus on, which is step 3, I'm then going to go, okay, one here, I'm going to focus on relaxing, connecting, and maintaining the others. So then I've got 2 areas, and what you could do on the profile is go relax and the connect this week. You don't want to be doing too many. Some of them will cross over and interlink. You may be able to multitask and entwine them and tick a few boxes off. So I've got the two things here. And then what you could do, if you had 3 or 4, you could then go, what's my biggest priority? Can I even multitask? Can I do them together? Or can I just, put them into one? So if that's not the case, then I'll go, okay, relax and connect. And that is my priority for this week. I've got the psychological profile tool done. Now here's the top tip, the pro tip. Make sure this is not locked behind a screen or in a drawer. It needs to be a visual aid in front of you that you can see it on the fridge, on the pinboard, by the desk. And you're looking at this at the beginning of the week before it starts. And then you're going to then reassess and get into a habit and a routine of then looking at the profile again. So then these actions, if you like, these attributes you're going to work on, they may cause you some extra research, how to and what to do, and then you can, spend the time. So invest in the time in thinking about the profile, and then think about what you're going to do going ahead, and then you're going to reassess this, at the end of the week. So we're going to do that, and then what we're going to do, we see this, off we go. We're going to focus on do the how-tos, or that's what we're going to implement. We've made a note of it. If you can get somebody for accountability as a group or an organization, it's easy for extroverts like me because you tell people what you do. Introverts, not so much, okay? So you need to become a little bit more extroverted and get accountability. You haven't got to shove it on social media. You haven't got to put it out loud like that, but you need accountability to others, because when you do things for other people, you've got more chance of succeeding and also following it through. When it starts to get tough, we drop off the train, and that's an important point, because if we do drop off the wagon and do drop off, life gets in the way, then no worries, get back on the next day. Don't leave it till the next week. Okay, don't leave it, just get back on it and keep moving forward. And then what we've done, as you're checking away, day 1, day 2, you're looking at the profile, you go, oh, actually I've done that, it felt great. And what you're doing is you're actually ticking off, I've messaged him, I've spoke to them, I've arranged a date, I've arranged some socializing, we're going out with a family or whatever. You're putting that in there. Oh, that's had a knock-on effect. And what you start to see is, as you start chipping away at things, okay, things start going in the right direction, and then you can see where the green is there. I'll shade that in. It might be a little bit better on the eye. You can then see the tool, and you can see that progress all within a few days. And a few weeks. And what you tend to find is once you focus on one thing and start doing the other, then you start ticking off a few boxes. Now, here's the other part to it, is yes, ideally in a perfect world, you'd like 10s across the board each week, but it's not practical, not possible. The longer you list, the harder it's going to be. Okay, so you really need to try and keep these condensed, maybe under a label, but you could break it down. So you can have a separate one of these for eating and break it down for carbohydrates, proteins, etc. You can have one for strength training, you can have one for flexibility, etc., etc. You can have one for making money, setting up business under there, and like a subfolder, But again, you want to keep it really easy, really achievable. Don't stress yourself out too much. Make your progress, diarize it and document it. Take screenshots and write it in your journal, or take photographs and put it in archives, so you can look back what's worked. You can also share with other people, because if you share with others, sharing is caring, and you're giving back. And by teaching it, you then anchor it in your mind, and then you can learn the model better. So working through the model there, and then all you do at the end of the week, you go, well, wow, I've made some progress, because that's what we're built to do. And we go, right, okay, this week, what do I want to do then? And you look at the profile tool. Now, some of these might change. You might go, no, I got that now, I'm happy with that. Let me knock this off, and you redo a profile tool. Okay, so that's something else you can do as well. I've used this tool for job interviews. That I've actually I've been for job interviews, not got the job interviews. I've then done a performance profile, and then done that, and then it's just channeled my effort, and I've got in there. And it's not necessarily I've ticked all the boxes, but I've made progress, and physically, mentally, spiritually, I've made progress, and I've managed to achieve quite a few things, to be honest with you, using the profile tool. I've used it for many, many years. It's not my idea. It's a psychological profile tool. There's many different types out there, but I just wanted to share it with you, and I hope this model helps. And the key is to reset it every week, see it in front of you, keep checking the boxes, reassess, and then just keep implementing. So I hope that helps. Look forward to more models.